ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
It's been exactly 1 year since George Floyd was murdered by a Minneapolis police officer in broad daylight. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Floyd is now being remembered around the country, including right here in San Diego. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Azevedo is live at a rally happening right now at the County Administration Building. Laura.
Steve and Kimberly, and you can take a look at the crowd behind me. Just moments ago, George Floyd's cousin speaking before the crowd, remembering his cousin as a loving man, as a loving father. Now, you can see the crowd here in just a few minutes. The County Administration Building is actually going to be lit up in George Floyd's honors. It will be lit up in Minnesota state colors. Now, local activists tell me they organized this not only to honor George Floyd's life, but to also push for more change. We have heard from a number of speakers here this evening. They are calling on the Senate to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and they say that is what will bring about real change. So again, this vigil in honor of George Floyd still going on right now in that County Administration Building, set to be lit up any moment. Now, there was a number of speakers, and one of those people talking about what this year has meant to her as a mother of a black man.
The most important thing that you need to know about me tonight is that I am a mother of a black son, and every single thing about why we are here breaks my heart. But the fact that we are here gives me hope, because we can always make things better.
So again, the County Administration Building is expected to be lit up in honor of George Floyd. We are told that is supposed to happen at around 7:30 this evening. This vigil still going on here. A number of speakers speaking in honor of George Floyd 1 year later. Reporting live, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Laura. And just hours ago, another group of local activists marked the anniversary of Floyd's death. ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena has the changes they're calling for in the criminal justice system.
Say his name, George Floyd!
Members of the San Diego Coalition for Justice kneeling for 9 minutes and 29 seconds, the same amount of time Derek Chauvin was on George Floyd's neck.
I was thinking a lot about Floyd, thinking a lot about people that have died in the hands of law enforcement, and definitely praying for their souls.
The group is calling for officers accused of brutality or misconduct to be prosecuted.
Nobody should be above the law, and that's the fundamental problem with San Diego, and that's the fundamental problem with the U.S.
Members say they especially want to see charges filed in the case of Angel Hernandez, a 24-year-old local man who died in October of 2019 after being handcuffed and restrained by 2 transit officers.
It is our duty to ensure that core issues that threaten the very existence of people of color and black people in San Diego are addressed, and we will not stop until they are resolved.
Activists are specifically calling on the district attorney to either prosecute or resign. They say they want to see real change and won't stop until they do.
This is a challenge to seek justice until it is earned or served.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
ABC 10 News did reach out to the district attorney's office for an interview or a comment. We had not heard back by airtime.
Floyd's murder sparked outrage across the world, including here in San Diego County. In the days after his death, people took to the streets in downtown San Diego and in La Mesa. The protests in La Mesa were also sparked by a now former officer's controversial arrest of a man at the trolley station. Looting occurred in La Mesa that demonstrators say were not part of their group or the message they wanted to send. Peaceful demonstrations continued for weeks across the county. And we have a complete look at how things unfolded over the last year in the George Floyd investigation on the homepage of 10news.com.
There are major new developments in the killing of a local donut shop owner. Today, San Diego police announced they've arrested a man for the murder of Randy Tang. He was killed in a home invasion in Claremont 2 years ago. Police arrested Keon Wilson in L.A. and say that he's also behind burglaries in Carlsbad and Poway. Tang owned Rose Donuts in Linda Vista. And we have new information on the assault on a Southwest flight from Sacramento to San Diego on Sunday. According to a Southwest spokesman, a flight attendant lost 2 of her teeth after being attacked by a passenger who ignored in-flight instructions. Today, the port identified the passenger as 28-year-old Viviana Quinones. She was arrested at the gate and faces a felony battery charge, although we're not being told exactly what set the passenger off. The president of the Southwest Flight Attendants Union wrote an open letter to the CEO, saying in part, passengers who do not comply with regulations and federal mask mandates cause disruptions to our operations and to our customers' travel plans.
Gubernatorial candidate John Cox is facing another lawsuit over his bear. Cox brings that bear on his campaign stops, including this one in San Diego earlier this month. Now, in the new suit, the San Diego nonprofit Animal Protection and Rescue League accuses Cox of animal abuse and endangerment. The nonprofit says that Cox drugged and abused the animal as well as violated San Diego municipal code. So far, no comment from Cox on the suit. More local college applicants could soon be admitted to UC schools. ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner looks at the plan to limit out-of-state students to make room for local ones.
Gina Greenhouse has spent more than a decade helping local students get into college. She spoke to ABC 10 News Tuesday about this week's news that state lawmakers are reportedly looking at a plan to cut the share of international and out-of-state students at University of California or UC public schools. The goal, to pave the way for additional resident students like many of the ones that she works with.
I'm hoping maybe this will make a difference.
She said it's become increasingly difficult for state applicants to gain admission, especially this year.
When I saw those decisions come in, deny wait list with a handful of kids that I thought these kids are probably going to get in, I thought, wow, something has really changed.
According to the LA Times, state senators proposed slashing the percentage of non-resident freshmen from 19% to 10% over a 10-year period, allowing about 4,600 more in-state students a place each year. And the plan would reportedly compensate the UC system for the loss of revenue it typically gets from high-dollar out-of-state tuition. The University of California Office of the President wrote to ABC 10 News in part that it supports lawmakers' goal of providing more opportunities for Californians, but doing it by reducing non-resident students could have unanticipated outcomes. While tuition paid by non-resident students continues to be a key funding source for financial aid for low-income California undergraduates to attend UC, these students also contribute to the academic environment and enrich the overall experience.
If we want, a globally minded campus, we have to balance things, on both sides.
Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
SDG&E will remain San Diego's power supplier for at least the next decade. Today, the San Diego City Council approved the deal, which includes an option for an additional 10 years. SDG&E will pay San Diego $80 million in the deal. Critics say SDG&E charges unfairly high rates compared to other utilities. They wanted the city to explore taking over power service itself. A 20-year-old from Oceanside has been missing in Joshua Tree National Park for more than a week. San Bernardino County authorities say Joseph Espinoza was dropped off by a family member to hike on May 16th. He was last seen walking 30 miles east of 29 Palms on Highway 62 and is believed to be alone. Anyone with information is asked to contact the National Park Service.
Police need your help finding the driver who hit and killed a man in Ocean Beach and didn't stop. Today, Crime Stoppers released this surveillance video of the SUV that hit 60-year-old Frank Neal last Friday night. Police say that Neal had fallen in an alley on Niagara Avenue and was run over while he was lying on the ground. Now, the car is described as an early 2000s white Chevy Suburban or GMC Yukon, similar to this one you see in this picture. It is lifted with a sunroof and shiny silver rims. Anyone with information should call police or Crime Stoppers. And there weren't any tools inside a truck stopped on the 5 near Camp Pendleton, but agents did find 70 pounds of cocaine inside 2 toolboxes hidden in the Ford pickup that was stopped near the Basilone Road exit last Wednesday. The drugs have a street value of more than $1 million. And the 30-year-old man driving and the cocaine, they were turned over to Homeland Security.
Turning to coronavirus, our daily case numbers remain well below 100. Today, the county reported 71 new cases. Our test positivity rate was just under 1%. And 4 more San Diegans have lost their lives to COVID, bringing that total to more than 3,700. The son of the man who developed the polio vaccine is praising the vaccines rolled out to prevent COVID-19. Dr. Peter Salk spoke to us live today on ABC 10 News at 11 a.m. He says even though the vaccines are working great, it's not time to let our guard down.
I'm going to continue to be careful for myself, wearing a mask in public places. And I think that it's wise for everyone still to be cautious until the cases have dropped much, much more, and we know that we've got the door closed on this pandemic.
Salk says that getting the vaccine is not just important for our health, but for the health of others.